What's going on, everybody? Now, I hear a lot of people ask, and I've been planning on making this video for quite a while, is diesel exhaust fluid flammable? Now, that kind of sounds like a funny question because it says right on the package, it's a non-flammable, non-corrosive item. So obviously it's not. But the thing is so many people have all these stories about how diesel exhaust fluid almost caught their truck on fire or whatever. And there's so many people that seem to think that, you know, there's some reason that it almost did this or almost did that. Well, it's not accurate, and I'm going to prove it. Now for this test, I'm going to be pouring this bottle of Blue Def is the brand that I'm currently using. It doesn't matter what brand you use, but this particular brand that I'm using is Blue Def. Now, the way Def is mixed together is it is a proprietary mixture of synthetic urea and distilled water. This particular brand happens to use 67.5% water and 32.5% synthetic urea. But again, that depends based on the brand that you purchase. This just happened to be what's available. So we will pour this into my ceramic cup to prevent cracking and destroying the test. And I'll be using my propane torch, which should heat up to roughly 3,000 degrees. Apply it directly to the water, urea mixture. And as you can see, no matter how much heat is applied, it does not want to burn. However, it does appear to be sizzling, so it might start boiling. Anyway, I did hear a crack in the new ceramic cup, so I'm going to assume that if I continue on, it's just going to break. So we can consider this proven that it won't burn. However, I know what you're talking about. A lot of people say that it's not going to burn like this, of course, because it's not in a mist or something, and so there's too much of it altogether, and that's going to prevent it from burning. Well, I understand what you're saying. This spray bottle has a mist feature to it, so I'm going to fill this with Def, and I'm going to spray it directly into the propane flame. Okay, understand while I'm doing this that the way diesel exhaust fluid works is it's sprayed upstream of a catalyst where it breaks down into ammonia and carbon dioxide. Now, it's not a good idea to breathe ammonia. So as you'll notice, I'm doing this in a well-ventilated area. And if you decide that you wish to try this experiment yourself, please do it in a well-ventilated area. As you'll notice, the only thing happening right now is that the water is hitting the flame and it's just turning into steam, and that's it. Proving, again, diesel exhaust fluid does not burn. However, I know what you're saying. There's still one more thing that could possibly cause it, and that is it hitting a superheated piece of metal. That's the one thing I've heard all the time is diesel exhaust fluid hitting this superheated metal and it almost burning things down because it. So I actually have one more test to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up a piece of metal as hot as I can possibly get it, and then I'm going to spray a mist of diesel exhaust fluid onto the metal. And if that can't get it to burn, then I don't know what else to tell you. All right, now we will put the torch on the metal. All right, now as you can see, it is way hotter than my meter can read, and my meter can read over 1,000 degrees. So I would imagine it's hot enough now. So for the sake of preserving my garage floor, we'll spray it now. As you can see, it is as hot as I can get it. It's been on there for about 4 minutes straight. So that's probably about as hot as I get it. So we'll spray it. As you can see, we'll turn the flame off. And as we spray the metal, all we get is the steam, but no fire. Proving once and for all that diesel exhaust fluid is not flammable. And I know that it's kind of a dumb thing to think that some people would think that it is flammable, but you got to understand, when new things come around, people make up rumors, things like that, and they make it so that people are afraid of change. I'm personally not a big fan of things like that happening all the time, change for change's sake. However, I do understand the important role of diesel exhaust fluid in lowering emissions and helping protect the environment. So that's why it's important to me to demonstrate to you guys, as well as it's important to me because of science. I'm kind of a nerd. I like a lot of science stuff. Anyway, it's important to me to demonstrate to you guys that it's not flammable. No matter what happens, diesel exhaust fluid will not burn down your brand new Silverado or whatever else you may happen to have. It just can't happen. And again, it is made out of distilled water and synthetic urea. Now, if you want to know more about how diesel exhaust fluid works, things like that, I'd be happy to make another video, but the point of this particular video was to prove that it's not going to burn your pickup down or your semi-truck down or whatever it is that you happen to be putting this in. So if you like the video, go ahead and give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel. There will be a link in the description below for merch if you want. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.